Hey y'all, welcome to day 9 and 10 of Vlogmas. I think this is probably going to be a thing on the weekends where I have 2 of the days together, just because this is the season where it seems like we have something going on like every Saturday. To make it easier, I'm probably just gonna have 2 days in there put together and we're just gonna go with it. I have opened day 9's Advents, but I haven't opened day 10. Let me show you all of the goodness from day 9 and then we will open day 10 together. The Scrappy Advent day 9 is this right here, and y'all, the Scrappy Advent is keeping me on my toes just when I think I know how I want to pair the colors in my juniper cowl. I get some more squishy goodness. I stopped my juniper cowl last night because I actually think this is going to be the next color I use. I think I'm going to kind of slow down making my juniper cowl just because I'm really loving the way that it is looking, and it seems like there's a lot of these tones in this Scrappy Advent. So it's kind of exciting, and I will share all of that in a minute. Day 9 of Ruby and Roses. Look how pretty that is. I think she's one of my favorite dyers because she does a lot of speckling. And this colorway is called Trimming the Tree. I remember every other video or so to tell you what the color names are. So if I forget, I'm trying to write it on the screen. So just bear with me. I cleaned off my desk because it was kind of a catch-all. And this is out in the open now. So I'm trying to remember because it is kind of fun to know the names. Day 9 was Dance of the Sugar Plum, and I actually did write that across the screen, I believe. No, day 8. See? Oh my goodness. Okay, so this was day 9, and it is Trimming of the Tree. Trimming the Tree. Day 9 of ALC is this one right here. Look at those speckles. And this one is called Heads Turn. The extra little goodie for day 9 is a pack of soak wool wash. Yesterday was really nice, but it was a really long day. My husband and I got up and we went Christmas shopping, and where we live, you have to drive like an hour to an hour and a half or so to get to some shopping malls and things like that. We decided to go over to the Tupelo area because there was a store that my husband went to, I don't know, it was a few months ago, to get fertilizer for his food plots, and he was telling me about the store. And it wasn't the first time that we had heard about the store, and it was just kind of on our list of things we wanted to go check out. Anyways, it's called Moore's, and it's actually in Pontotoc, Mississippi. And I don't know, it just cracked me up because he's like, he wants to take me Christmas shopping at a feed store. And I'm just like, what in the Mississippi is this? And anyways, I was just cracking up about it. But he was telling me that there's like you think on the outside, you think feed store, like all of like the farm supplies, tractor supplies, all those things that you would think of when you think of a feed store. But when you walk in the door, you're just like shocked. He really wanted to take me because he knew that I would enjoy looking around in there. So that was our first stop, and we actually didn't even buy anything. We just enjoyed kind of walking around the store, but it wasn't really items that we were looking for. Then we headed on over to Tupelo, and they have a pretty good sized mall there. We only went to a handful of stores because honestly, I'm not a big shopper, and either is my husband. They were so crowded, it was just kind of making my chest tighten up. The good thing is, we really enjoyed ourselves, and we got pretty much everybody knocked out on our Christmas list. We don't really buy a lot at Christmas. We just kind of have a small list of people that we buy for, and all of my family lives in other states. So usually what I do is when I see them, they get their Christmas or their birthday. That's kind of a thing that my mom and I have always done, is when we see each other, like if she comes here in the spring, she'll usually do like my Christmas and my birthday. And then when I go out there in the fall, I do Christmas and birthday for her, or just however it ends up working out. But that's just kind of something that we've always done. And it's really fun for me because if my mom and I go shopping or something, she'll in conversation bring up something that she wanted. And like this last time I was out there, she wanted some new cushions for her outside chairs. She found some and really liked them, and we got up to the checkout and I'm like, I'm gonna get those, happy birthday. So it's just kind of fun for me. I get to actually see her face when she gets her gift, and we both enjoy it. I told my husband we don't always go to Tupelo and go shopping, but when we do, you're gonna bet there's gonna be some type of storms. I took some videos of the storm clouds, and we just missed part of the storm that was rolling in as we were leaving, but then we drove right into another storm the closer that we got to home. Thankfully, nothing got too bad, and the really, really bad stuff missed us. It was a very interesting drive home. We did miss out on the baseball-sized hail that they had here at home while we were gone. I felt so bad because we have a tin roof and I can only imagine the racket that was making. So I really don't know how Samson handled that. Hopefully he slept through it. I forgot. And like, I'm kind of telling you all of this out of order, but we're just going to go with it. I forgot to tell you that after we got done Christmas shopping, we went and ate at, where did we eat? I always get the two confused. Longhorn Steakhouse, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's Longhorn. Anyways, it was so good. Y'all, I'm not even going to tell you how many of the rolls that I ate. My husband was laughing at me because I feel bad, but he can't have them. So he can't have anything with sugar in it. And I think I've said this before on the podcast, but a lot of people think like he's diabetic, and he's not. His body doesn't have the enzyme that breaks down fructose or sucrose, so it's actually poison to him. I think that's part of the reason why we rarely go out to eat, is because you just don't know what is in some of the foods. A lot of like seasonings and marinades and things like that have sugar in them. So we just kind of have a handful of restaurants that we shuffle through, but we enjoy it. Anyways, he can't have these rolls. So I had to eat enough for both of us. Like, it was, oh my gosh. I don't know if you've ever eaten at Longhorn Steakhouse, but those hot, fresh rolls, and then they have some kind of like honey cinnamon butter. I was like, I hope part of me was hoping they wouldn't like bring another basket out, but they did. And my husband's just like, they probably think I'm eating all the rolls. I'm like, I'm okay with that. Okay. Anyways, all the food was good. The salad was good. Just everything was really good. So we enjoyed that. We got home and got everything unloaded and all the things, let Samson out, fed him. And I'm like, I'm way too tired to do any type of recording. Like, y'all, I probably wouldn't even been able to put like complete sentences together. So I'm like, I'm just gonna do it all tomorrow. My husband ended up watching some new Indiana Jones movie, and I was just like, I didn't really pay much attention to it. I edited day 8 of Vlogmas, and I got that up on YouTube. And while I was doing that, I was working on my juniper cowl, and I made it to the next section of the Find Your Fade shawl, and it was day 8. I'm totally getting, let me back up here. I am totally getting my days confused here. It was Friday night that I frogged my Find Your Fade shawl, and I was super sad about it. I'm sorry, y'all. It's all just running together. Okay, so Friday night, I don't know what I was doing. I think Friday night we were watching some other kind of movie. But anyways, I was like, I got to the second section, and it's actually kind of fun. I just confused myself on a few parts, but it was really just I knew better than to try to do anything that I wasn't used to when my brain's tired. But I'm really enjoying the pattern, so that's what I wanted to do, and I did it. Well, I was making just like simple little errors, and I really didn't know how to fix it. Plus, the whole first section where I was slipping the stitch purlwise with the yarn in front, yeah, I wasn't doing it right. I am a better paper person, especially the first time I do a pattern. It's nice having it like right there in front of me. after I've worked a pattern once or just a few times, after I'm like more comfortable with it, I'm okay with having it on my phone. I think I had left the paper pattern in here, and I don't know about y'all, but once I sit down, I don't want to get back up. I have a hard time sitting for longer than 10 minutes anyways, and I was hunkered down. I had like all of my stuff just so I didn't have to get up for at least an hour. So I pulled up the pattern on my iPad and I noticed that there was some links there for video tutorials. I'm like, oh, why wasn't I paying attention the first time? So I clicked on the link for the video tutorial for the first section and I was like, oh, that would have been a lot easier before I started the pattern, but I wasn't paying attention. So then I clicked on the link for the second section. I was like, oh, okay. So I went back and forth and I decided, you know what? I'm just going to frog it and start over because I'm at the very beginning and this is something that's going to take me a long time. And there's just a few things I wasn't happy about. One of the parts where you slip and then like a decrease. One of the decrease sections, I actually forgot to do the last step. So there was kind of a gap there. It's one of those things that honestly, if I would have kept going, I probably would have forgotten about and never would have noticed. When the piece is like, you know, really long versus this big, you notice some of those little things. But it also threw my stitch count off and it had been off for a while, but little miss, I don't like counting stitches, decided, nah, I'm doing good. I don't need to count stitches. I'm good. Well, I wasn't. So anyways, it was just kind of a list of things. And I love the Likey blush set. Kind of kicking myself for getting the small needles because I really like the longer needles for shawls and stuff. It's more of how I hold them and a tension issue. So I was having a lot of tension issues with especially the second part of it because the way that I hold these, I'm holding them down here. Join is constantly unscrewing. Anyways, it was just really, really tight. And I know with the longer needles, I'm not going to have that issue, especially the knit two together. I just needed more length to do it. I don't like the knit two together stitch. It's very awkward for me. And it's even more awkward with these little short boogers here. I had already ordered some 5-inch tips and USPS keeps teasing me and they were supposed to be here Friday. And I had already decided that I didn't care if it messed up my tension, that I was going to be swapping out anyways. All of that just kind of helped me make the decision to frog it. So I frogged it and it leaves the yarn, you know, kinky, crimpled, whatever, however you want to call it. I call it kinky. And when I was editing the video, I almost put in there kinky, and then I'm like, you know, I've already said that the Find Your Fade looked like panties, and I'm like, and then here I am saying that, you know, the yarn is kinky. I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna put, I think I put crinkled or something. It's like, I'm just not gonna put that on there, but it did kind of give me a chuckle. Literally, it was like time to go to bed. I'm like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and steam this yarn, so when my needles come in, I can get started and I'm not gonna have to fool with it. So that's the Find Your Fade journey that I'm on right now. And I checked tracking and it's supposed to be here Monday. I'm looking forward to starting that project again on Monday. It was really hard to pack my project for the shopping trip because I really wanted to work on my Find Your Fade. I ended up taking my juniper cowl and the socks that I've been working on, and I worked on the socks the whole time. This is where I'm at now, and I just realized that when I put this through to mark 10 rows, I ended up going through and grabbing the back part of my sock, so that was cool. This is the progress that I have made. Let me just get it organized here. This is the progress that I have made on my second sock for these DK weight vanilla socks. I think I just had like 2 rows of the cuff done whenever we got in the truck. So I'm super excited that I am just about done with the decreases here on the foot part. I should have these done soon, which is good because we have another cold snap and it's cold again. Let me show you where I'm at on the juniper cowl, and then after I open day 10 Advents, we'll talk about how to arrange the colors. I feel like as soon as I figure it out, I want to change the colors again. This is where I'm at. Look at that. I'm loving how this is working up and how the colors are just flowing. So this is worked top down. So this color will be up by my face. And oh, I'm just loving that. I just think it is so pretty. And this is how much I have left. So last night I was about to tie in the next color because look, I don't like weaving in ends. So I just joined the yarn and kind of hide the knots, or the knots aren't hidden because it's for me. Or if I gift it, the person I gift it to is not going to care and they may not even notice. That way, when this is done, there's only 2 sets of ends that I have to weave in. There's not a whole bunch of ends to weave in because honestly, I ain't about that life, and there's no telling when the ends would be weaved in, and I would probably just wear it tucking those ends in. So just joining the yarn as I run out to the next color makes life so much easier. Okay, that's where I'm at now. Let's dive into day 10. So nothing really interesting has happened today. We got up and we went to church. It was a beautiful service. Let me tell you though, it is cold here, and I wore one of like my thicker sweaters to church, and they had the heat set on altar call. I'm in there like fanning myself. I'm like, I'm gonna have to go outside. Like I'm about to have an anxiety attack. I'm like, I'm gonna have to go outside. I was dying. Day 10 of Advents. Samson's gonna be so sad that I'm not opening them with him because I seriously think he thinks these are for him. He was in my husband's lap last night, and there's like about that big of a gap between the leg rest of our recliners, and he was calm, about to fall asleep, and I'm like, I'm gonna open up Advent. So I get my camera set up, I go to open them, and he sees the little bags, and instantly he's over there. It's pretty cute. Day 10 of the Scrappy Advent is, oh y'all, this is so pretty. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. It's this really pretty tonal that is really close to that color. So pretty. Oh, goodness gracious. I may have to stop laying the colors just so and just let it go. And a little goodie was in this bag, some soak wool wash. Day 10 of Ruby and Roses. Ooh. Ooh, very pretty. Look at that blue. That is blue. Ooh, blue. So pretty. Love it. Day 9 and day 10. So pretty. Okay, day 10 is Winter Stroll. Day 10 of ALC. Really, really liked this color too. And speckles. This colorway is Nostalgia. It just made me think of like faded blue jeans. And I used to have this old flannel shirt that I just loved. And there were some of these colors in there. So it just kind of made me think of like an old pair of blue jeans and an old worn flannel shirt. Just, you know, that it seems like in the colder months, like the older your clothes are, the more comfy they are. I don't know. So that is where the whole nostalgia came from. It just made me think of that old flannel shirt that I had and just like an old worn pair of blue jeans. The extra little fun item in day 10's ALC is a slap bracelet ruler. It is a little 6-inch ruler, but these are so handy. I really love putting these in project bags or around the handle of a project bag. I feel like you can never have enough rulers. Like scissors and rulers, you can never have enough. It's a little small for like a slap bracelet ruler, but it's perfect to just throw in your project bag, and it doesn't take up a bunch of space because it just rolls up. And it's kind of entertaining too. Like I could just do this all day, but I'm not. Okay. Now let's talk out the colors for the juniper cowl. I'm kind of thinking about just having this one be a lot of grays and blues and greens. I'm really liking this, but I kind of don't know what to do now. I think I want to put this color next because that is really, really pretty. And then maybe this color. I honestly don't know. I do think I want to go ahead and use this color right here. And just talking it out in real time, maybe then this color and this color. I knew that was going to happen. I don't know. If I decide to use this color, I could do that one next. I don't know. I think I'm just going to go with this for now and see how much progress I make because I honestly don't know how much crochet or knitting time I'm going to get in today. I'm cooking supper. So it's so funny because my husband and I have meal prepped for I can't tell you how long. In the last 2 weeks, my husband hasn't cooked on Sunday, which is fine. Things are already chaotic. Why not just like make it even more chaotic? Anyways, so I'm cooking supper tonight. I have been telling him that I would cook biscuits eventually for a while now. We ran out of homemade biscuits while my family was here, and I've been saying ever since that I was just going to take a day and make a whole bunch of biscuits, and I haven't done that, and it's been a month now. So today's the day. I am going to make him some biscuits, and he's just going to be so happy. Then I have to put some yarn on to soak because I will be dyeing Yarn Club yarn tomorrow. Dyeing the yarn is the start of all the work that comes after that. So I usually break it up. I'll have a dye day, a wash day, a dye day, and a wash day. So that's probably how this week is going to go. Monday is going to be a dye day, Tuesday a wash day, and Wednesday a dye day, Thursday a wash day, Friday a dye day, Saturday a wash day. And it's just a lot. I don't really know where I was going with that. I just went on this whole tangent. Anyways, with us deciding not to meal prep today, it's probably going to be a lot of just winging it for supper. And we may just have a lot of breakfast suppers because they're so quick and easy. I don't really know where I was going with that. I think where I was going with that is I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to probably sit and work on this anyways. So I think I'm just going to commit to this color. That way when I open more scrappy advents, I may want to rearrange the colors again. So instead of going through the whole thing of just picking the colors, I think I'm just going to go with the next 2 colors and then keep an open mind. That was a lot. That was a really long way of saying that. Sorry about that. I'm going to put these up now so I don't go on another tangent. I am super excited about the dye day tomorrow because I've already designed the colorway and it's going to be something different. And that's all I can say because I don't want to ruin any surprises. This month's theme is Snow Day and the extras are so fun. I'm just giddy. And in the Yarn Club, I do 12 days of giveaways during December. To me, it's just a way of giving back to the wonderful community that we have and the ladies that just make it possible for me to have the best job ever. And there are so many times like through this journey that I've wanted to throw in the towel, but it's so rewarding every single month to see how much the yarn and the extras bring them joy and how much joy that they bring me, seeing them enjoy the yarn and the extras and just the the community that we've built. It's just so rewarding. So 12 days of giveaways is just kind of my way of giving back to them and just a very small way of thanking them. So usually in December, I go a little over budget when it comes to the extra goodies, but I don't regret it at all because they're totally worth it. All right, I am gonna stop talking about Yarn Club before I like pull everything out and show you and stuff like that. What I will probably do is film bits and pieces of the dye day. Usually with my dye style though, I can probably show you the first few layers of color because the end result looks nothing like that. I just feel like there's like a fine line there. I don't want to get excited and go overboard and ruin the fun for somebody. This will probably be the only time I am going to talk on here today just because it's the weekend and I've got a lot of stuff to do, and then I really want some like sit on my bottom time. My husband is out grading the driveway right now. We have about a 1/4 mile long driveway and it's all gravel, and we had a really good rain yesterday and it really needs grading. So he just went down to get the tractor and I can hear him out there, so it's probably about to get loud. So he's gonna do that real quick. Then we're probably going to relax a little bit. I say relax, I still have like laundry and stuff like that to do, but for the most part, just kind of chill day until I cook supper. So I'm sure I'll have some more little videos up and we'll just see what all I can get into. I hope that y'all have a lovely day and I will be seeing y'all soon. Bye.
Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out to play. Santa Claus is packing the presents, making sure you've been behaving okay. Merry Christmas, honey. Yeah. The snow to show for everybody, to give them a smile that lasts another year. There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing, when December ends, when the children are singing, yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby. Ooh, yeah. There's room at the table for big and for small. All the fire is popping, the chestnuts are cracking, yeah. Merry Christmas, baby. Merry Christmas, baby. The snow is laying 2 feet deep. Now wish upon a falling star, so all your secret dreams can come true. There's something that happens when sleigh bells are ringing, when December ends, when the children are singing, yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby. Ooh, yeah. There's room at the table for big and for small. All the fire is popping, the chestnuts are cracking, yeah. Merry Christmas, baby. There's something that happens when something that happens when December ends, when December ends, yeah, yeah. Oh, it's Merry Christmas, baby. Merry Christmas, baby. It's Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. It's Merry Christmas, baby. Yeah. It's Merry Christmas, baby.